待って、今人いたよな。
This video was filmed by Frank, a thrill seeker and paranormal enthusiast. This time, he's exploring an asylum where, according to legend, ghosts are said to live. Let's see what he managed to capture.
This is terrifying. Alright, I don't want to get you guys dizzy, but I let you just heard us.
Right at the start, he sees flickering lights, but keeps exploring the building. Frank heads toward the flickering light and finds a doll, one that used to belong to the children who lived in the asylum. A few moments later, Frank hears a sound nearby. Even though he's completely alone in the building, at least that's what he thinks, he keeps walking down the hallways of the abandoned asylum.
Jesus.
The creepy atmosphere gets worse with strange noises that make him more unsettled.
It is in here.
Then, Frank points out a handle that lowered on its own while he was in the tunnel, something he only noticed when he watched the footage again.
Is it okay that I'm in here? No way. Can you move it again?
The cart suddenly moves on its own for no clear reason, but despite that, Frank keeps exploring. He soon notices that one of the dolls turns on by itself every time he walks away. With that, he ends his investigation, but whether what he captured was truly paranormal or not, as always, it's up to you to decide. The next set of videos shows strange paranormal activity caught by a static camera in one man's house. It wasn't dangerous, but it was creepy. Cabinets and drawers opened on their own. A toilet paper roll rolled out by itself. Chairs moved and wall hangings swayed. Objects flew across the room with no one around. Even weirder, there were strange sounds in the background. Whether it's paranormal or not, the footage is definitely creepy. Mikhailo was a young man who had recently found a strong interest in ghost hunting. His first experience with a ghost happened when he was just 11 years old. At the time, he was scared, but deep down, he also found it interesting. From then on, Mikhailo became very interested in ghosts and eventually chose to become a ghost hunter. The video you're about to see is from his second real investigation. He was asked to check out an old house that had a bad history. 3 years earlier, a family of 4 had been murdered there, and since then, people nearby had been reporting strange things happening. The local council brought in Mikhailo to check the house and see if it was haunted. While he was there, he saw some creepy and unexplainable things. The first one is shown in the next clip. In one of the rooms, a mirror started shaking hard, moving with so much force that it couldn't be explained as just an accident. There were no people around or anything else that could have caused it. The mirror kept shaking for several minutes, and Mikhailo was left wondering what could be behind this strange event. He made sure to add the footage to his final report, but this was only the start of what he experienced.
Грохот продолжается. Дай мне знак.
Soon after this happened, Mikhailo tried to talk to the spirit, asking it to show itself. To his surprise, a straw shelf with a teddy bear on it started moving, sliding across the floor in front of a doorway. This kind of reaction is very rare, especially during a ghost investigation. Most spirits don't like to interact, so the fact that this one did so easily brought up a lot of questions. Some people thought the spirits of the family were trying to reach out to Mikhailo, hoping he could help free them from the haunting. Others believed the spirits were trying to trick him, drawing him in so he'd keep investigating for reasons that weren't clear. If that second idea was true, then it looked like their plan worked. The portrait kept shaking for several minutes after the recording stopped, and Mikhailo felt he had enough proof to show the place was truly haunted. He put all the footage together and shared it with his client. He also uploaded it to YouTube, hoping it would help him get more clients. In the next clip, a woman named Emma was alone one night watching TV when she heard noises at the door. She checked, but no one was there. Then the doorknob rattled. She recorded it and heard voices mimicking hers. A few nights later, it happened again, but this time, the voices said, "Let me in," like a ghost demanding entry.
this is why I can't call the cops, because when I go to look, there's no one there. I know it's hard to see, but I'm not opening the door. There's like no one out there, and like this is a window. There's no people, but this is a window, and you can really see out there. It's hard to see. So I don't know.
After watching this clip, the first thing that comes to mind is never to open the door at night because something much more dangerous could be waiting to get in. The next video comes from a woman named Tracy, who works at a fairly large hotel in Illinois. For some time now, the reception has been getting many complaints about one room, room 205. However, when they asked the people who complained, none of them would say what was wrong with the room.
Okay, so I'm here at work tonight, and we have workers that come here that work on the railroad. I checked in 5 of them, and the second floor is where they usually go because that's where all the king suites are at. Well, they're all saying, please don't put me in room 205. I'm like, okay, what's wrong with 205? And not one of them would tell me what was wrong with 205. I said, is it haunted? Like, really, what is it? Nobody can tell me nothing. So how about me and you, all of us, go up to room 205 and see why no one wants to rent that room.
After getting so many strange complaints about what seems like an ordinary room, just like all the others, Tracy decides to go there and check the room out for herself.
It's like really cold in here, though. Like, really cold. And the air's not even on. I mean, I don't see anything. So maybe we can sit. Yeah, the air and stuff's not on. Maybe sit in the dark. See if we can hear something. I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I'm going to probably lose all my views for my people watching, but okay, let's do this. Oh God! All right, no, I'm out. I'm out. Okay, I guess I just got my answer. Oh my God.
After entering the room, she notices it's strangely cold. She checks the whole room and finds nothing, but when she turns off the lights, a creepy voice whispers, "Hey." Feeling creeped out, Tracy decides to leave. Despite what happened, she's determined to go back to the room and find out more, so hopefully we'll get more updates soon. This next video comes from a woman named Erica. The footage was recorded by a CCTV camera in her little cousin's house, which is somewhere in Indonesia. In the video, the boy is seen lying on the floor in his grandma's room, playing a game on his phone while she's resting in bed because she's sick. Then, something really scary is caught on camera. The boy's legs suddenly get pulled, and he's dragged across the floor. Scared, he quickly gets up, opens the door, and runs out of the room. Strangely, the door next to him opens by itself. What makes this even creepier is that when his cousin Erica asked him what happened, he said his grandma, who was lying in bed, suddenly said she could see 3 women nearby. He thought she was just unwell and imagining things, so he didn't pay much attention and kept playing on his phone. But not long after, he was suddenly dragged across the room.
Kan aku kan awalnya kan main FF. Tiba-tiba Opung bilang, apa itu perempuan 3 orang, satu dekat TV, satu dekat itu. Yang kamera-kamera, satunya di balik tirai.
And that's when it happened. The family believes that spirits are drawn to that room and that they might be connected to the grandma's poor health. But as always, let me know what you think. This scary video was uploaded to the internet by Kayla Grimmy87. In May 2024, Kayla made a video about the strange events happening to her family. She explains that her children received a doll that was passed down by an aunt, and according to her, the doll is haunted.
So back in 2020, I had received a doll from an aunt that had been passed down in my family. Originally, it belonged to my great-great-grandmother. Everybody hates this doll. It's also important to note. Everybody always claimed that this doll is haunted. So anyway, one night he has a terrible nightmare that he is seeing something crawl out of his closet and stand by his window, which is right next to his bed. And the whole time I'm laying with him, trying to get him to go back to sleep, he is like staring over my shoulder off into the corner of his room. And I go to turn my head to see what he's staring at, and he stops my face with his hands. He's like, "No, mommy, don't look at him. He's really scary."
Kayla explains that both of her children have been having awful nightmares, and it seems to be connected to the doll, which she believes is haunted. Then one night, a baby monitor in her son's room records something she'll never forget.
You can see like the shadow of a hand or a claw like holding my husband's shoulder as he holds Lawson's hand, trying to help him fall asleep. We get rid of the doll. We pass the doll off to the priest. He gives us some very specific instructions on very specific things to say and do around our house. He has us open a Bible to a very specific passage and then place this open Bible in the closet and leave it there. And eventually things do calm down.
After following the priest's instructions, Kayla says the frightening activity around her children seems to calm down. However, she and her husband can't stop thinking about the creepy photo captured by the baby monitor. She says that to this day, they still don't know how to explain it and have no idea what's on her husband's shoulder. Kayla thinks it looks like a hand, and some viewers even say they can see the faint outline of a face, as if someone or something is right next to Kayla's husband and son. What do you think? Could this be connected to the haunted doll? A week ago, a family was at Daytona Beach when they noticed something strange come out of the ocean. They were relaxing on the patio when one of the family members saw a huge orb of light rise from the water and hover above it. Soon after, several UFOs came out of the original craft and started moving around nearby. They quickly grabbed their phone and tried to record the unusual event. They posted the video on social media, hoping to get an explanation.
Oh my God! What the? What is it doing?
Look, I'm recording it.
I can't do it.
They flying around. There's two lines now.
Oh, it's flying around it. It's flying around it.
There's two lines now.
It's so many of them.
My heart is beating.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let me get off here.
My heart coming out my chest right now, bro. Look, my heart coming out my chest right now.
Y'all, I got real alien activity going on. They circling that it came out of the ocean. That is not a moon and it is not a sun. It's 10 o'clock at night. I seen it come out of the ocean, y'all. There are ships. I don't know what the are. They're flying around it. They're circling it. There's one above it. There's one on each side of it. There's one right there. There's one right there. Y'all can't see them. I don't know if y'all see them blinking. Do you see them? Okay, they're going towards that. We've seen it come out of the...
As the video starts, we see a large, bright orb floating above the water with a smaller orb flying to its right. The person filming said she saw the craft rise from the water and hover. Soon after, they quickly moved the camera and noticed 3 small UFOs flying around the main orb. Many people in the original comment section believe they saw extraterrestrial crafts, while skeptics are sure they are just drones. Jeremy is a man who owns a doll, and since bringing it home, strange things have happened. He won't get rid of it, even though he knows it's causing the issues. One night, he heard a noise at his bedroom door, like knocking. When he checked, the noise stopped, but when he opened the door, his bathroom door slammed in his face. He also placed a Ouija board in front of the doll, and the planchette moved on its own. The weirdest moment was when his shirt was found hanging in midair before falling, with no one around.
So someone suggested I try using one of these boards to try and see if it'll say anything. I'm not gonna touch the little plastic piece because obviously then it would look weird if it moved. So I'm just gonna ask it questions and see if it moves the thing at all. Do you have a name? What is your name? You have to move the little plastic piece to reveal letters and spell something. It just moved. Alright, I'm done. I'm not doing it. I know I haven't posted in a couple days, but I've been staying out of my room because it just got to be too much. But I swear, I'm hearing voices coming from there the last like 20 minutes. You're knocking on my bedroom door. Hello? Hello? I can just leave it alone. Knocking again. Can you please stop? I really want to sleep. What do you want? Can you answer me? What is it that you want? Please stop.
According to him, the paranormal activity started after he got the doll, which suggests the doll might be possessed by something or someone more sinister. The next video we'll look at was posted by a user named Sleep. The uploader explains that 8 years ago, when this video was filmed, they were working as a rehab nurse on the night shift. One of the patients sadly passed away, and they prepared her body for the family to visit and for the morgue to take her away. Sleet says that the hall was mostly empty, and there was nobody near their room. They also mentioned that it was the middle of the night, so no TVs would have been turned on that late. This is why what happened next was so shocking to the uploader. Watch this. As you just saw and heard, some very strange voices seem to be coming from the phone. According to the uploader, the dead woman's call light turns on. I go down there and shut it off. It was hanging on the wall, nowhere near the body. I go back to my station, and the light turns on again. This time, I answer it on the phone, just so it will turn off without me having to go down there. That's when the speaker turns on, and I hear this in a room. Can anyone make out the words? Some people in the comments pointed out that they could hear the words birthday and daughter, but there's not much else that people have been able to understand. What do you guys think of this disturbing video? Do you believe someone is trying to contact the rehab nurse from the dead? And if so, what else are they saying on the phone? In the next video, a girl was scared while walking to her kitchen, but it wasn't the kitchen itself that scared her. The real fright came when the cabinets moved by themselves. Then, a knife or object flew out of a closet. Later, her husband was woken by a noise, and the closet door started swinging on its own.
C'est vraiment fatigant, là. Je vais appeler maman. Olivier? Oli? Olivier? Oli? Ah! Oli? C'est vraiment pas drôle, là. Je vais appeler maman. Ça a bougé. Maman! Ah, maman! Maman!
After seeing those events, it looks like something might be haunting the house, or it could just be a well-planned hoax. This video was recorded by a man named Fargas. Fargas is a police officer who works night shifts. One night, while patrolling the streets of Nayarit, Mexico with his partner, they came across something really strange. It's a little after 3 a.m. when the two officers are driving past an elementary school and they see something unusual. Watch closely.
Manches, mira lo que estamos viendo nosotros ahorita a las 3 de la mañana.
What looks like two kids playing inside the closed school can be seen before they suddenly scream and run away. What makes this creepy is that the kids appear to be covered in darkness, like black figures. Even though they're near a flashing light, you can't see their faces or clothes. What's even stranger is that it's way past the school's closing hours. So why would two kids be there when the gates are all locked? And why would their parents let them be out that late? The two police officers searched the area but couldn't find any sign of the kids. In the morning, they contacted the school, and after checking, the school confirmed that everyone had left and no one was inside, believing they might have seen something paranormal. The officers came back another day to check again.
Desde la escuela. Ahorita le vamos a mostrar la puerta donde se miraron. Lo que se miró, no quiero decir qué es lo que se miró. Es esta. Esta es la puerta. Ya está una lona que no sé qué quiere decir. Vamos a bajar. Ay, cabrón, la chingue. Ese es el cancel. ¿Verdad? Esta es la escuela por dentro. Son los salones.
The police officers went back to the school to check the area, but they didn't see anything strange. No reports came in that night about any missing students either. So the question remains, who or what were they? The two officers believe they are the spirits of children who died and are now stuck at the school, repeating their last moments. But it's up to you to decide what you believe. The next video posted on Reddit has been getting a lot of attention, and it's easy to understand why. It shows blurry drone footage filmed in a forest at an unknown place. At first, the video seems normal, but things take a weird turn in just a few seconds. Suddenly, a tall and thin creature can be seen moving through the forest, almost as if it knows it's being filmed by the drone above and is trying to stay out of sight. Many people think this footage shows Bigfoot, which seems possible, but others aren't so sure. A lot of people, including the person who posted it to the Bigfoot subreddit, believe it might be the result of AI. The uploader explains that the lack of ground disturbance under the creature looks strange to him, and he also feels the creature's movements seem too planned and smart to be from regular AI software. So, what do you think? Do you believe this footage is real proof of Bigfoot, or is it just the work of advanced AI software? Chris from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill is well known online for posting lots of videos where he explores some of the creepiest abandoned buildings out there. This next video is just as creepy as the others. In it, Chris is exploring an old, empty factory in the middle of the night. He had been to the same factory 2 years earlier and came across a homeless man hiding in a corner deep inside. On his second visit, only 7 minutes in, things start to get scary. Watch this.
What was that? What was that? What was that?
A strange knocking sound can be heard coming from a little farther away. Even though Chris finds it weird, he keeps going. A bit later, his light goes out, so he uses his phone's flashlight. From that point, things get strange and creepy, to say the least.
My light went out. Jesus Christ. Man, are you serious right now?
Come on, man, are you serious right now? As Chris keeps walking through the creepy factory, he faces one last scare. While going down a spooky hallway, he makes a terrifying discovery. He might not be in there alone.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Someone walks past the hallway, and then the sound of glass being kicked can be heard. As we know, this is the second time Chris has come to this place to make a video. Hopefully, after these 2 visits, he won't come back again, just in case something even worse is waiting for him the 3rd time. The Midwest ghost hunter, known for his fearless investigations, visited Union Cemetery to check out the infamous Devil's Chair, a seat rumored to curse anyone who sits on it. The legend says the person will be haunted by an evil force for life. Despite getting a clear warning from his spirit box saying, "Don't," Mike went ahead and sat on the chair. At first, nothing happened, but as he stood up, he suddenly fell, as if something twisted his ankle.
If there's a spirit that haunts this chair, could you sit down at this chair? Whoa. What the f? Dude, this thing just straight up just got knocked over. Calling out to any spirits in this cemetery. I need your advice. Should I sit in the devil's chair? Wait. Oh man. Dude, I think you can get in. Oh, no way. If there's anyone in this mausoleum with me, could you give me a sign? Can you make a sound? Okay, I heard something. Hello? It just got suddenly freezing cold in here. Tell me, should I sit in the devil's chair? Oh my God! Holy! Okay. If that's not a warning, I don't know what it is. Could you speak again? Whoever you are? Oh my God. That really spooked me. Dude, it just straight up said no. Thank you for communicating. Is there anything else you'd like to say? What? Oh, jeez, I'm getting creeped out. Well, so far, it's pretty quiet. There was a little bit of a weird sound with the wind, but I think it was just the wind. Well, so far, so... Oh, dude. Dude, I just freaking tripped. What the f... Oh my god. That can't be a coincidence. Right after I just got up off the chair, I just tripped. It's not really paranormal. I felt something on the ground, like twisting my ankle a little bit. Oh my god.
In the end, he decided he had enough and managed to leave the place. Even though the event seemed paranormal, what do you think? Sher had been desperately looking for a new home and finally found one that both intrigued and unsettled her. Wanting to show every creepy detail to her husband, she met with her realtor and filmed the inside as they walked through the empty rooms. Later, while reviewing the footage, she came across something disturbing that gave her a chill. Something in that house couldn't be easily explained.
So that bathroom. Yeah. And that goes...
When she opened the door to a small storage space, a strange movement appeared behind the refrigerator, like a person's head drifting into view. But as soon as Sher moved to investigate, the figure was gone without a trace. The only possible way in or out was through the same door, which was still firmly closed. Sher insists that no one else was in the house except her realtor. So, what terrifying presence did she accidentally capture? Let me know what you think. This next disturbing clip was uploaded to the YouTube channel By the Curb. James, the channel owner, is traveling around the UK in his camper van. In this clip, he has just arrived in Sunderland, a port city on the northeast coast of England. James says he's been living in his van for 2 years, following a nomadic lifestyle, and has never had any bad camping experiences during that time. However, his visit to Sunderland is about to change all that. In the middle of the night, James is suddenly woken up by something banging outside the window of his van. He pulls back the shades on his rear window and sees this. Shocked and disoriented, James freezes. He's never experienced anything like this before, but he knows he should get into the driver's seat and drive away from the strange man. However, James quickly realizes he made a critical mistake when he parked. He's in a dead end, so he can't drive out without reversing. Since the man is outside the back of the van, James can't go anywhere unless he wants to risk running him over. Trapped, James stays quiet and hopes the man will leave.
I'm not the third one. I'm not the private race. I'm not a first English footballer. And I really want to know what it means when you put on the dead people who you put. Monster, I haven't really heard before. I've got a new modern technology. You've got fucking stuff like this on there. You're a camera one.
It's coming back.
Eventually, the strange man seems to lose interest and leaves James alone. James is safe, and his van is undamaged, but he's shaken and scared by the disturbing experience. He and his viewers believe the man might have had a health issue or been under the influence of something, whatever the reason. The encounter teaches James an important lesson about always making sure he has an escape route when camping, especially if he's alone. This next piece of footage we'll look at was posted on the UFO subreddit and is one of the most interesting UFO sighting videos you'll see in a while. The footage was marked by the Department of Defense, DoD, and was recorded on January 15, 2023. Take a look at the video and see for yourself why this video has been a hot topic online recently. In the video, a UFO appears on camera and seems to release a bunch of tiny orbs into the sky. What could be happening here? The uploader says the case is still unsolved and has been confusing people online for 2 years. However, one commenter thinks they have the answer, saying, "You're looking at an MQ-9 in the first part of this video. The second part shows an airplane far away from the MQ-9's sensor ball. The little squares coming off of it are the software trying to find a spot for the sensor to lock onto, called tracks." So, does this have a simple explanation? And if so, why hasn't the Department of Defense figured it out? Something about this seems off. A man in Southwest walks out to his car very early one Wednesday morning to head to work. It's just before 5 a.m., and the rest of the neighborhood is still asleep. No one else is around, and the man doesn't notice anything unusual. However, later that night, as he checks his security camera feed, he sees something that sends a chill down his spine. As the man approaches his car, a strange, lumbering figure appears out of nowhere, quickly hurrying away, then vanishing into thin air. The figure moves at an odd angle and speed, making it unlikely to be a lens flare. Since the rest of the video is in clear focus, it seems very unlikely that this is a compression error or a camera issue. So, who or what could this be? Johnny and Dana moved to Florida and chose to live in a haunted house, even though the landlord warned them. The rent was lowered by $200 because of the haunting. Soon, they experienced paranormal activity. One time, an object was thrown across the room while they were watching TV. Their dog was startled by a noise, and Dana tried to confront the ghost, asking it to repeat the action. Her husband tried to face the ghost, but ended up getting goosebumps and feeling a chill. Another time, an EMF device was knocked over, and a Christmas snow globe turned on by itself right in front of Johnny.
Seemed to have gait.
Did you see him?
You could see shoulders and arms and legs as it walked away.
He started banging on the bottles in the shower. Boom, 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 boom. Right next to me, I want to be.
Whether it's in the sky or in your basement.
and it was banging on the walls, and this was moving, and the bottles were up and down.
Did you see him?
No, I don't know. I ran. This was moving, and I could hear the.
Can you do that again? Oh my God. I'm alone. It's always when I'm alone.
What the? What the?
The paranormal activity suggests that the house is haunted, possibly by a ghost linked to its history or the spirit of someone who died there in the past. The historic Andrew Jackson Hotel in New Orleans has a dark and unsettling past that dates back to the 1800s. Originally a boarding school for boys, the building was destroyed by a devastating fire in 1794, where several young students are said to have lost their lives. Legend has it that their restless spirits still haunt the hotel. Determined to uncover the truth, paranormal investigator Connor Blaine visited the hotel with his clairvoyant friend Shay. But almost as soon as they entered their room, strange activity began. Was it just a coincidence or something more?
Honestly, we haven't been in here with the lights off.
With the lights off, it's so much more spooky.
Okay, so should we talk about some of the history now that we're in here?
Of course.
In the room? Okay, so should we talk about some of the history now that we're in here?
They decided to explore the space, checking every corner for signs of the supernatural.
It's kind of vibey.
Look at that. I'm waiting for these women to go away. What is going on here? There's like an altercation. It's Monday. They lit. Temperature. Blaze. Like fire.
Ooh,
Temperature and then blaze. Temperature and blaze back to back. And this place is known of burning down. That's why it's so haunted.
Yeah.
Before long, the device they carried, an obelisk that interprets spirit communication, flashed the word blaze. The timing was terrifying, considering the hotel's fiery past. Their curiosity led them to a narrow, hidden room in the courtyard, where they tried to connect with any lingering spirits. Was this just a harmless search for answers, or an invitation for something sinister to reveal itself?
You probably have no idea who I am. Put them up here. You saw me put them. If there is any spirit in this room with us right now, can you please turn one of these flashlights off? I don't have much time to communicate with you. I'm trying to show the world that you guys are here and you exist. Let's make this more specific so you can show that better. Can you turn the bottom one off?
I just heard somebody. I just heard a man.
You heard a man?
With eerie precision, their flashlights flickered in direct response to each question they asked. Startled but determined, Connor and Shay returned to their room to bring out a new set of ghost hunting tools. Little did they know that the night's encounters were only going to get more intense.
Can you tell us your name? We're looking for an arm-on, guys. I'm dead.
That's a kid. Yeah.
I'm
dead.
That's Can you turn that TV on?
Hearing two separate childlike voices left them shaken, but also strangely curious. Determined to learn more, Shay sat on the bed, surrounded by an EMF tripwire, ready to play a game with any nearby child spirits. But their experiment never began. An abrupt surge of energy suddenly rushed through the room, cutting their plans short and leaving them with more questions than answers.
Here, hold this. Can you guys do that again? Wait, Shay?
Yeah.
Hold on. Is that my camera light?
Did you just see that?
Yeah.
Something.
You saw it?
I saw it too. Something literally just.
Something literally
Oh my god! It's going Sorry, this is what we're at.
Okay, I might have just saw an apparition behind you.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. That's what I was freaking out about.
Connor, look at this.
Wait.
Look at this. Something is on this bed with me. I feel it. I'm like shaking right now.
Wait, that's where I saw the apparition, right where you're standing.
Yeah, did it go this way by chance?
It moves. It moved from side to side.
Over here.
I just saw an apparition behind you. I just saw an apparition behind you. I just saw an apparition behind you. Why is it glued? Wait, let me hold it. Can you pass that to me?
There's energy.
What is going on?
Right now.
Why is it non-stop? Hold on. It's 0 over here. It's 0 over here. What? It's not broken. What is going on? Oh my god.
Because you said you saw something? I saw something.
I saw something move behind you like...
Another whispered voice and a faint flickering anomaly confirmed that something was indeed present with them. From the spine-tingling EVPs to the strange light flickers, the evidence seemed overwhelming. But is the Andrew Jackson Hotel haunted by the vengeful spirits of those lost in the fire? Or is it all just a clever illusion? Watch closely and decide for yourself. Is this frightening footage real or just another hoax? A user named Pluto Seeker shared a strange video just a few days ago that has gotten a lot of people talking and speculating. The uploader explains that he and his girlfriend set up cameras in their new home workshop the night before and began recording footage, only to capture something that took them both by surprise. Out of nowhere, a mysterious dark shadow can be seen flying past inside the uploader's living room. He says the footage was filmed at 4:31 a.m. and the windows were covered. He also mentions that he has no idea what was captured on the footage and is hoping that someone online will come up with a theory that makes sense. Since this video is so new, there haven't been any solid answers for Pluto Seeker, but we can only hope the mystery is solved soon so he can return to living his life without fear of whatever this strange thing is. This video is a recording from a home in Australia where strange events were captured. One night, a resident noticed something unusual in the CCTV footage. Watch closely. The video shows a light in the room flickering and turning off by itself. Moments later, a dark object passes in front of the camera, and it even appears to move back in the opposite direction. It was a pretty strange encounter. A Reddit user named Buddy Prize posted a video to the Paranormal Encounter subreddit 10 months ago that has been unsettling people ever since, and for good reason. The video shows a man and his dog staring out of a window, watching the backyard shed for something. Take a close look behind the shed and see if you notice anything strange.
Bro, what the?
A creepy dark figure resembling a human can be seen lurking behind the shed for unknown reasons. The uploader explains that the video was filmed at his grandmother's house and that it was taken a year or two after his grandfather had passed away. Do you think the figure behind the shed may be his late grandfather, or is it something else? Hopefully, it's just his grandfather coming back for a visit and not something with sinister intentions. In this video, a man ventures into an abandoned building and encounters a chilling moment. The footage, shot in the Middle East, captures a spooky appearance of a head-shaped figure that peers through a crack in a door.
Hey. Yee. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. فكرت في اشي هون اخوان. ها سمعت الصوت؟
As shown in the video, the man records the eerie moment when a head-like figure briefly appears behind a door. When he looks behind it, there's nothing there. It seems like something more sinister is hiding in the shadows. A guy named Carter moved into a new, fully furnished rental house. But shortly after moving in, he started experiencing strange things and hearing unexplained noises. One night, while he's sleeping in bed, he hears a creepy sound that seems like someone playing keys on the piano in his living room.
Who's there?
Carter decides to lie on his living room couch to figure out what's going on with the piano. As you can imagine, it didn't go well.
Dude, what the
The piano plays again and a chair moves. Carter decides he's had enough and chooses to leave the house to stay with a friend. However, as he's leaving, he manages to capture this video. As Carter heads to his car, he notices his TV flickering and the lights turning on and off randomly inside his house. Usually, people watching these videos might ask, if the place is so haunted, why didn't he just move out? Well, that's exactly what Carter did. He moved out of that house, and that's the end of this haunted story. A man named Chase Beckstead, along with his wife, Rachel, had been staying at Rachel's grandfather's house. Unfortunately, he passed away just a month ago. Late one night, as the two were getting ready for bed, something terrifying happened.
We were just going to bed and we're not... Let me just show you. Like, we've literally had to put the bag up against the door because we're not sure. And like, we're literally just...
The bedroom door suddenly starts rattling out of nowhere, as if someone is there, but there's nobody around, and no wind or draft to cause it. Chase and Rachel are completely freaked out by this, and decide it's best to go back to their own house. As they're packing their things, something even worse happens. Watch closely.
Okay, so we're leaving. We got all of our stuff packed. Oh, what? Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, we're out of here. I'm leaving, like, I don't know what's going on.
As Chase is getting ready to leave, the door suddenly slams shut on its own and starts rattling again, this time sounding even more aggressive than before. Not wanting to stay any longer, he leaves the house. Some people believe it was the spirit of Rachel's grandfather, still tied to his old home, while others think something much worse has taken residence there after being empty for a while. Chase and his wife have no idea what caused it. A home security camera captured something strange late at night. The footage shows a white figure standing in the middle of the street, but when a car drives by, the figure disappears. Take a look. The video clearly shows a white figure standing still in the road. Strangely, as the car passes by, the figure disappears without a trace. The homeowner thinks it might be a supernatural being or just another hoax. In February of 2025, a man named Michael J. Beckers uploaded a video to his TikTok account. In the video, he explores an abandoned building to see if there's anything of interest inside. Filmed in Nashville, the video shows Michael walking around the building for a few seconds, not finding anything, but he mentions hearing voices. Just as he says this, he becomes even more terrified than he was moments before.
Yeah, I'm at this abandoned prison in Nashville, and I've been hearing voices. And I'm not sure if it's real or not. Oh my god.
Immediately, the door in front of him starts to close slowly, and a dark, shadowy figure with glowing eyes stares at him from behind the door. Unfortunately, the video ends just a few seconds after the creature appears, leaving what happens next unclear. There's not much context given, so it's not clear why Michael was in this abandoned building. Did he hear stories about it and want to check if the rumors were true? And, of course, the big question, what was that creature with glowing eyes? Did it mean any harm? These are questions we may never get answers to. This next video was taken on March 2nd, 2025. A woman named Celeste was in the kitchen playing with her nephew when, out of nowhere, he started acting strangely. He stared down a dark hallway, saying he was watching a little girl with a scary face. Thinking he was joking, she took out her phone and started recording, asking him to show her. Take a look.
Vamos a saludarla.
No,
La Michi también está bien de Bob, ¿viste?
Acompáñate reales.
¿Qué tiene?
tiene cara.
¿Qué tiene?
Tiene cara mía. Mira la cara.
¿A dónde está la nena? Vení, vení, vamos a buscar a la nena. ¿Allá dónde?
As they walked down the dark hallway to see what the boy was talking about, they captured this, a creepy pale face lurking in the corner, just watching them. Celeste didn't notice the face until she watched the footage later. Now she insists that you should always believe kids when they say they see something. However, it's also possible that it's just a case of pareidolia, and the boy was simply scared of what he thought he saw. This footage was recorded late at night near someone's home. While looking toward a garden, they noticed something strange, a white figure in the garden. At first, they thought it was a bird, but when they started recording with their phone, it became clear that it was an apparition. Take a closer look. The video shows a white figure, believed to be a ghost, moving deeper into the garden. It was explained that this happened at 1:30 a.m. and was recorded by a family member in their village. Based on what you see in the video, what do you think? A Furby is a robotic toy designed to look like a mix between an owl and a hamster. The toy became a pop culture hit because of its interactive features and evolving personalities. However, there's something oddly unsettling about them that many people can't quite explain. If you have a fear of Furbies, this next piece of footage might make you terrified of them for life. The video, posted on TikTok in March 2025 by a man named Conan Andrew, shows the Furby sitting in his room. He says he bought it at a thrift store, and at first, everything seemed normal. But that quickly changes when this happens. Suddenly, the creepy children's toy moves on its own, leaving Conan shocked and confused. Do you think this Furby is possessed by the spirit of someone who has passed away, or is it just a malfunctioning toy? Let me know what you think in the comments below. This time, we look into a creepy experience shared by a TikTok user named Moradores. The video shows a strange event that happened late at night in his home. After being woken up feeling uneasy, he started recording on his phone to capture the weird sounds and began checking his house. What happens next will give you chills. Take a look. As you watch the video, you'll see a shadowy figure at the front door, seemingly knocking. However, when he carefully opens the door to check, there's nothing outside. Given the late hour and the strange situation, he suspects a supernatural force could be behind this unsettling event. Do you think it was a ghostly visit, or is there another explanation? Share your thoughts. Two investigators, Faza and Ibrahim, explore an abandoned house. Faza wants to prove that his videos are real and that paranormal events happen naturally, without human interference. As they investigate, a chunk of the ceiling swings, fans start rotating on their own, and they hear banging sounds and a faint voice. Ibrahim, feeling challenged, tries to prove that there are ghosts by calling them out with prayers. The ghost responds by making a wooden stick float in the air.
مع انه المفروض انه يكون هواء فايت عليها يا جماعه كميه ضغط طريقه مو عاديه للامانه. اطلع يا زلمه شوف بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. متحمس كثير ابراهيم. طول بالك. حركت بيدي؟ شو مالك زلمه في تليفون وكشاف بيدي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم 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 بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لسه ما بلشنا المغامرة هسه فتنا. شوف هاي وقفت. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ايوه انت مصدوم ها؟ في فرشات جوا. شو مالك؟ فيش حركة ولا انت دعست عليه بالغلط؟ دائما دعست عليه. دعست عليها بالغلط هي. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله. دعست عليه بالغلط؟ بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بقول لك ما دعست عليه حركة. يكون محضر جن انت في هذا المكان. ما معيش لا خواتم ولا عصاية. اثبت لي. وان شاء الله انك اقدر اثبت لك وما يخيب. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. انه من سليمان وانه بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ان لا تعلوا علي واتوني مسلمين طاعة لله ورسوله. فرج 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 فرج. عاطي الرجل بحضر بيه والله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. طل. كيف طايرة زي هيك؟ طل. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله بسم الله. بس سلامتك. قربش خل ترد علي اذا بدها تقرب. اذا بدها تقرب بلش اخاف. انا اللي دعست على بس كيف هيك؟
The paranormal activity was so strong that it felt like something spiritual or a ghost was warning them to leave the place. Late one night, a woman named Brandy was sleeping next to her husband when her home security camera detected something strange at 2:45 a.m. Watch closely. A sudden, bright flash of light catches the dog's attention before the door opens slightly. A creepy, pale face peeks out from behind the door before disappearing. Then, a shadowy figure in the shape of a small boy stands in the hallway for a moment before fading into the darkness. The pale face reappears behind the door before the final flash of light. Brandy is unable to explain this strange series of events, but says it's the first paranormal experience she has ever had. The following video was uploaded to the High Strangeness subreddit by Lucas Oliveira and was filmed on a farm in El Salvador on February 6, 2025. The footage shows the property at night with a pack of dogs barking at something in the distance that unsettles them. But what are they barking at? Let's find out. A strange humanoid shadow or transparent figure can be seen moving from left to right at the back of the property. Nobody knows for sure what this creepy entity is. To this day, the case remains unsolved. What do you think this entity is? Do you think it's something sinister, or could it be harmless? A driver had a strange experience while passing through a tunnel at night. He came across a tunnel he had never seen before, and what happened inside left him shaken. In the video, the driver stops at the entrance of the unfamiliar tunnel, unsure whether to proceed. With no other way to go, he decides to continue. As he drives through, he notices something that looks like strands of hair coming out of a crack in the tunnel wall. Some think it could be tree roots, but upon closer look, the strands appear strangely similar to human hair. Disturbed by the sight, the driver speeds through the tunnel in fear. Late one night, a young man from Vietnam suddenly wakes up, feeling disoriented. He checks his tablet and sees that it's 3:46 a.m. He tries to go back to sleep, but feels like he's being watched. Looking around, he spots a dark shadow in the corner of the room. Unsure of what it is, he takes a photo, brightens the image, and sees this. Horrified, he notices what looks like a shadowy figure crouching under his table. When he gets out of bed and turns on the light, the figure is gone. He says whatever it was has disappeared into thin air. Many viewers believe it was a ghost, but why it was watching him while he slept remains a mystery. Late one night in Pueblo, Colorado, a 911 emergency call comes in, but the person on the other end hangs up almost right away. The dispatchers trace the call and find out it came from Imperial Memorial Gardens. The strange part is that Imperial Memorial Gardens is a funeral home surrounded by an 80-year-old cemetery, and it's 3:30 in the morning, so no one should be there. Following standard protocol, the 911 operators call the funeral home back to check if everything is okay, and someone answers. This is what the operators hear.
911, this is Erica. How can I help you? Hello? Hello? Hello?
There's a lot of static, and a faint male voice seems to say something a few times, but then the call just goes silent again. Following standard procedure, the emergency operators sent the police to check out the old funeral home. When the officers get there, they find it locked up with all the lights off and no one inside.
Hello? Hello?
So, who exactly made that call, and what do you think they could have been saying? A man shared a video he said he received from a friend. It shows footage from a home security camera that was recorded during the night. Watch the video to see what happens. At first, everything in the house looks calm and quiet, but that changes quickly when a water jug is suddenly thrown to the floor by something invisible. A comment on the video from a user named A. Pittman, 27, helps explain the situation. It says, "Hi dude, this is my house. Sorry about the mess. Kinda have a baby and didn't think to clean it before setting up this fake video. This is why I did not post this video for all to see. I knew there would be naysayers, sure, but the keyboard warriors really get to me. I have no other explanation for you and can tell y'all till I'm blue in the face that this is real. I have no reason to make this up, didn't post it everywhere for likes. OP is our friend and wanted to show the video. The reason the camera is in the kitchen is the day before, we found this same watering can after it went missing for weeks. We found the watering can on the kitchen counter, so we set up the camera the day the watering can appeared, not thinking it would actually capture something. This isn't the only occurrence of weird we captured on the camera, but yeah, not sharing for the rude public. In conclusion, believe what you want, but it's a real video, and I'm a real human mom with a real life kitchen and real life feelings. Bye." This comment shows why many people don't want to share their spooky videos online. A lot of those who do get made fun of or treated badly, which is unfortunate. So, now that you know the full story, do you think something paranormal is going on in this house, or could it be something else? Let me know what you think. The next video is about a man named John who lives with his wife and child. He had no strange experiences in the house for 2 years until one day. While helping his son, John noticed the attic door was open by itself. When he tried to close it, he heard knocking sounds. Soon after, he smelled cigarette smoke from the bathroom, though no one in the house smoked. The lights flickered, and the baby monitor acted up. Feeling uneasy, John decided to go up to the attic after consulting a priest and decided to bless the house.
I've been here cooking, and I turn around to give one of my kids something from the living room. I come back and I see this attic door open, and I have not been in that attic in months. Jeremy, get back. And every time I try to go shut it, I keep hearing this knocking sound. It doesn't seem to want to do it now, but like it's every time I go near it, it's not doing it. So just an update, I didn't sleep at all last night. And as you can see, we have every light on in the house. Why? Because the power keeps flickering on and off. And I'm not going to lie, it kind of spooked me. So while it's on, I'm going to have all the lights on. I had the maintenance man come over and check out the attic. And he went up there, didn't see anything. So once he was up there, I went up there, shined the light around, and there's nothing up there. It's such a small area. I'm pretty spooked, and what makes it worse is every time the power flickers, the baby monitor will come back on, and it always has this weird lady robotic voice saying, "We care about your baby's safety." And we lived here for 2 years, and there's been some strange things that happen, like our bathrooms sometimes smell like cigarette smoke, even though we don't smoke. I don't know if this is because I've started doing like research into darker topics or what.
It no. See?
So today's the day where I'm finally saging the house. I met up with a local medium in town who gave me sage, some healing stones, and even a Bible to lay in the room where I felt the most presence. I hope I'm doing it right, but she did say there's really not a wrong and a right way, just a more efficient and a less efficient way. I'm also hoping the sage gets rid of that cigarette smell. But I am going through every room doing this. I'm leaving windows and doors open so spirits or negative energy can leave. I guess that is a part of it. And I'm also telling the spirits to leave, and any negative energy. Now this is the place where I fear the most, so I am placing the Bible in this little box, that way it doesn't directly touch the floor. Now I just gotta carry around these crystals for a few days. Hold on. 1 second, son. That is strange. like, been pressed up, like, behind the couch. There's no way that could have gone loose. Oh, that's bright, and it's... I mean, I know it's kind of jagged, but, like... It's not doing it now. That's strange.
What do you think? Is the house really possessed, or just another clever hoax? On a calm Tuesday morning, Samad was working the night shift at a storage unit when something very strange happened. It wasn't the kind of problem you'd normally expect during a long shift. Whatever it was couldn't be seen, which usually points to something paranormal going on.
Buenas amigos, bajé porque empezamos a escuchar ruidos y vine a dar una vuelta. Tenía miedo de que estuvieran abriendo la tienda o algo así, pero no. Vean, no hay nada. Ah, cabrón. ¿Sí vieron? No sé qué pasó, pero mejor me voy, le digo a mi esposa, porque esta chingadera se movió sola. Ya me está dando cosita. Está muy raro.
At 4:15 a.m., Samad was inside the storage facility when he saw the door open by itself. He was immediately startled by this strange event and realized it wasn't some kind of mechanical issue, but something much more disturbing. He quickly left the unit without locking it, thinking it was best to just get out. But things didn't stop there. While driving home, Samad gets a call from his boss asking him to come in for a meeting the next day. Samad said yes, not knowing what was coming. Later that night, he began hearing a constant knocking at his front door. Believing it might be his boss, he opened it, without realizing he might have just let a spirit into his home.
Amigos, me tocaron la puerta. Este carrito estaba en el sillón, se cayó. Como saben, me duermo a veces en la sala, pues porque me siento nervioso. No hay nadie aquí afuera. También he prendido la luz, pues para sentirme un poquito más seguro. Se escuchan ruidos. Se han escuchado murmullos aquí en el baño. No sé si será de aquí. Como pueden ver, está vacío. Vénganse por acá. Vamos a checar si de acá vienen. No, está todo tranquilo. Vamos a ver si aquí de la tienda. Aquí dentro de la tienda. Parece que aquí no es. Se vieron acá. Vengan, vamos a ver. No, aquí no son. Vénganse, vamos por acá. No sé qué está pasando. Mejor vámonos, vengan. Me siento nervioso, vámonos.
What happened next was terrifying. A dark, shadowy figure was caught on camera, quickly ducking behind a wall, as if trying not to be seen. It became obvious that something unseen was following Samad. Hoping to be safe, Samad ran to his parents' house, but even there, he couldn't get away.
Me calmo. Ya me calmo. No hay nada. Se abre la de abajo, Vamos a ver. Hoy, otra vez. Es en esta zona. Yo no sé qué está pasando. Oye, los perros.
At this point, there was no denying it. A ghost was following him, and he had no clue how to make it stop. Last month, a man was relaxing at home when he started hearing strange noises coming from outside. At first, he didn't think it was anything serious, but the sound was so loud and constant that it made him feel uneasy. On top of that, the clear skies suddenly turned dark and cloudy within minutes. He quickly grabbed his phone and went outside to record what was happening. Many TikTok users shared similar videos of the event, showing that it wasn't just a small, isolated incident. It seemed to be a widespread phenomenon. Here's the footage he recorded that day.
Here we go again.
Just seconds into the video, we hear an extremely loud noise that sounds like a horn or trumpet. This type of sound was unusual for the area, as no one there had ever heard anything like it before. Many people watching mentioned that the noise seemed to be coming from the sky, not the ground. This sparked discussions about the possibility of an apocalypse warning, with some wondering if the sounds were religious or even extraterrestrial. The next video found on social media shows a doll sitting inside a cabinet. At first, nothing seems unusual, but after a few seconds, the doll moves.
I think I can see it on here. Hold on. Now it's stopped. Oh, wait, there it is. See if she moves. There it is.
Did you see it? Was it paranormal, or is there another explanation? I'll leave that decision to you. A woman has been dealing with scary events in her home and has captured strange images on her security camera. These unsettling occurrences have been happening since she moved in. She often hears voices and sees a dark figure in different rooms. She looked into the history of the land to see if it was haunted or if the entity was connected to her, but she couldn't find any answers. Now, she wakes up at the same time every morning, around 3 or 4 a.m., and her camera shows a frightening figure right behind her.
Someone tell me what this is. This is my security camera, okay? Now, you can see me over here in the white nightgown facing the window. What is that keeps being seen in my security camera? Does anyone know what that looks like or what that could be? That keeps showing up behind me in my security camera. This is about the 3rd time it has shown up. I've checked the security cameras over and over again, and it only shows up behind me. It is not showing up behind anyone else. And of course you can see it's my security camera because I've got right here at the line of the camera. And this is the full size of the photo. Now, this is me over here in the white gown facing the window again. What is that shadow that keeps...
The video starts with the woman on the left side, wearing a white gown. Behind her, a tall, thin black figure with what seems like massive wings is visible. She said the figure only appears behind her, and no one else in her family experiences the same thing. Many people in the comments believe she captured a dark angel, or even the Grim Reaper. Whether paranormal or not, the footage is creepy. Social media user Jax Tsui works as a night watchman at a school in the Philippines. The school has had issues with security in the past, with objects mysteriously moving or going missing overnight and passersby reporting shadowy figures in the windows. To address this, security cameras were installed, and Jax Tsui was hired as the night watchman. One night, around 10:30 p.m., Jax Tsui was in his office when a warning popped up on his computer screen saying, "Movement detected in one of the classrooms." Jax Tsui quickly took control of the camera remotely and began to check the classroom. This is what he saw. A translucent figure appears in the doorway. Some viewers think it looks like a woman in a long dress, but it's hard to tell what it is. Then, it disappears and reappears in a different spot just moments later. Jax Tsui and his viewers aren't sure what to think of this unsettling footage, but many suggest it could be a ghost, possibly the one responsible for the mysterious moving objects in the school. What do you think? Is it a ghost? Leave a comment with your thoughts. A strange, shadowy creature was recently spotted on a dash cam in Falmouth. The all-black shape quickly darts in front of the vehicle in just a split second, then disappears. It seems to move faster than any animal should be able to. I'm not sure what the strange sighting could be, but I think it might be a wildcat, a paranormal mist, or something else entirely. I wouldn't be surprised if that part of the road is haunted, so I'll keep an eye out for more shadow figure videos in the area. An abandoned school in the mountains of Japan is said to be the site of creepy paranormal events. Investigators explored the place after hearing rumors of shadowy figures, faint children's voices, and even a student taking her life in one of the classrooms. The spookiness ramps up when they find a desk with a book featuring a creepy drawing of a child. Hirakamo and his accomplices encountered voices, footsteps, and shadowy figures, but the scariest moment was when a head peeked out from under the desk.
普通になんか走り回るようなさ、足音してない？聞こえなかった？おお！ね、結構でかい音だった。おお。何？ちょっと待って、これ。ふわーんって。なんか何？今うわーんって来なかった。なんか影みたいな。上から。上ここから？そこ。ここ？うん。ちょっと見てなかったそっち。そっち見てなかった。めっちゃなんか動いたよ今。これ揺れてんの？いや今これが外れたのかな？そんなわけないか。揺れてるし。これだけで揺れてる。これだけ揺れてるね。外れた音？違うよ。いや違うじゃん。まあでもここはここで行き止まりか。そうだなもう。聞こえたでしょ今声。違うよって聞こえたでしょ今。子供みたいな声で。ここで行き止まりかって言ったら違うよってマジ？まあでもここはここで行き止まりか。そうだなもうやばい止まった。今そこ止まったでしょ。すぐそこでしょ。ちょっとトモさんこれでさ、ちょっと誰か見ないことってきて。ちょっと行ってきます。すぐそこ。待って。おかしいっしょ、おかしい。めっちゃ走る音やん。してる。絶対これ。ちょっと待って、ゾワッとしたぞ。鳥肌やば。やばい。あったんだ。うわ。ちょっと明るさを変える。ほら。見えるでしょ？見える。この黒い塊でしょ？これこれ何？うわ。あ、確かに座ってるね。ちょっと待って、また揺れてんだけどこれ。マジでこれだけ揺れてんだけど。なんかあんのかな。うーって聞こえたでしょ今絶対入ってるよね。問題の部屋に行ってみよう。ちょっと待って、今人いたよな。ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って、今人いたよな。ちょっと待って。
The school is likely haunted, which could be the reason it was abandoned in the first place. Physical apparitions are some of the rarest and scariest experiences people can go through. An apparition happens when a ghost shows itself in a way that people can see. These sightings can look almost like a real person, or, in some cases, appear demonic. The next clip shows one of these moments, caught by a business owner who had just walked into her local storage unit to drop off some supplies. What she saw was so frightening that she chose to switch to a different storage facility right away. She even left 7 low-rated reviews on the facility's website using different accounts to stay anonymous. Do you think she went too far? Let me know what you think after watching the video.
Okay, so I've just put some of my stuff in storage, but I wanted to show you guys this place. And I'm not going down there because the lights are broken and it's creepy as. If I just take you up here, look at this. It is so creepy. It all looks the same. I've got lost in here so many times because of how similar it all looks. Honestly, it's kind of given me backroom vibes. I mean, just.
The figure that showed up in the storage unit looked strangely inhuman, and Riley instantly knew it wasn't just a regular ghost. She showed the video to her friends and co-workers, but they all brushed it off with logical reasons. Still, Riley stayed confident in what she believed. She was sure that what she saw was something supernatural, something that couldn't be explained. This clip from Franco TV takes us to an old, abandoned monastery where people say creepy stuff goes down at night, like demonic rituals and sacrifices. They even found a body there. Franco starts off talking about his first ghost encounter in the area, and right away, a weird sound pops up out of nowhere. But that's just the start. Things really get spooky when a shadowy figure shows up. It's like a floating ghost or something, and all these creepy noises fill the air. Then, right at the end, one last terrifying sound gives you chills.
I just got a banging sound. That was freaking loud. But right here is where I seen what looked like a face peek out at me. Hello? I have so many goosebumps right now. What the? Oh, God. I just saw something staring at me. I'm gonna go in. This is the only way for me to go back there. Holy. Hola. ¿Cómo se llamas? Oh my God. I got a loud sound over here. What is that? Mr. Robertson, was that you? Listen. Who's there? ¿Quién está ahí? Hello? I don't know what that little bag is up there, and that's the attic.
I had an injury.
What happened to you? Listen. I just heard something. What was your injury? Oh, I got a whole bunch of spikes there. Did you fall?
Tom.
Tom. Tom, did you fall? Is that what happened to you, Tom? Oh. I'm still getting spikes. Look at this thing. There is absolutely no electricity in this whole building. It just stopped. Oh my God. There's that sound again. That's definitely got to be a truck or a train. What the hell is that? Wait a second. Oh, that's my reflection. I'm in the center of this entire place right now. I just need you to make a sound, show yourself. Let it be known that you're here. There's a cat. I'm getting a cat. That's the cat that I heard on the outside, I think. There's a cat in here. There was just a cat screaming.
I'm happy.
What if that isn't even a cat? And it's something else, like some sort of Wendigo or something that walks this area. Because they call it different things. It's like the same thing all around the world, but for every country it's different. They just have different names for it.
That was enough to show this place is definitely not safe. But seriously, when was the last time you saw an abandoned church out in the middle of nowhere that wasn't haunted? A guy named Connor Blaine runs a YouTube channel where he and his friends travel to haunted places around the world. In one of their adventures, they checked out the Henry Darby House in Saugus, Massachusetts, a spot built back in the 1800s and known for its intense paranormal activity. Tons of visitors have reported hearing footsteps, distant voices, and feeling a heavy negative energy that seems to follow them around. Connor brought along his friend Shay, and together they used a K2 meter to detect any activity. When they made it to the 3rd floor, the device started going off.
But why? Like, what, guys? Look around what we're looking at.
Connor, it's in the red.
What is it?
In the red.
Right, we gotta get on camera. What? Oh, it's coming.
Oh, there's noise.
You think there's something right here? Alright, let me spirit box.
Do you see this? This is...
That's nuts. I never get it like that. Who is the original owner of this house? Can you say your name? Did I say it's Connor?
I think I heard Connor, yeah.
Do you like that I'm sitting on this bed?
Oof.
What?
I feel something in that hallway over there. It does not feel good.
I'll film the K2.
Over there. Yeah.
Spike.
I told you.
What's in the hallway right now?
I don't like it.
There's a lot of energy here right now. I can feel it.
You feel it in your here? That heaviness you feel?
Yeah. I feel like all over my body right now.
Here, oh.
What?
Check behind the moving. I feel. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're just. That's crazy.
Check behind the moving. I feel. Yeah. I feel something. I didn't like whatever it was. Something was standing right here when you were talking in there. Yeah, there was definitely something. I got a man's presence right here.
I'm trying to think would be the best place to put it. What?
Closing.
Which door?
That door, it literally closed.
Which one?
This one literally just went ding. Do you not see that?
I heard it.
Yeah.
We can't fake this.
Well, at least you know you're not sleeping alone tonight.
Thanks. It's so much better today. I don't feel bad energy in this room though. I think I'll feel fine sleeping in here, but will I be, let's ask this. Will I be safe in this room? Can you turn both the flashlights on? Am I okay to sleep here? I have no worries. That's one already. Can you turn the other one?
You're gonna be totally fine, okay?
Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you for telling
I feel
me.
so much better for you.
Crop it up so we know exactly what it is.
Did you hear that?
What? What?
The knocking.
Yeah, we got this. Crop it up so we know exactly what it is.
Did you hear that?
Know how to do this, or do we need a little...
I have no idea what I'm doing.
No idea. Okay, so the spirit box is gonna play. Only you're gonna hear that. But trust me, I've used these before. It's pretty noise canceling. And that's how we want it, so nothing can get in the way or influence your answers. We're gonna ask questions. You're just gonna say anything that you think you hear. All right?
Like that comes through?
That comes through. It's gonna. If you hear a voice or a word, you're gonna say that word.
Okay.
Blue. That's a big hit. What are you trying to tell us right now? Do you need our help?
Leave.
It doesn't want help. It wants us gone.
Messed with. Couldn't. Lose.
Do it the red ball.
Oh.
Is that you doing it?
Boo. Leave.
At the same time. At the same time. This is insane. We had no REM pod downstairs. We come upstairs and...
Go.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Leave.
This is all recording?
Yeah.
Elizabeth, are you here with us? What is...
Get out.
Every time I say her name, get out. Every time.
Once. Eat.
That was so
loud. That was from down there.
I heard that too. Oh god, I literally... I had to touch it. I was like, do you
No, yeah, I heard that.
Relax.
What was that?
So loud. That was not outside. It came from back that way.
Cool it.
This is a voodoo doll from New Orleans, but it's a good voodoo doll. It casts away dark spirits, dark energy.
Behind.
So we're gonna use this here and see what ticks off whatever this is.
Go.
I'm just gonna keep it near her and hopefully that's gonna help.
Behind you.
Okay, yeah, something is really trying to scare us.
Here.
Why are you staying here?
There's something. Oh, there's something here.
What is the biggest thing you want us to know? Dude, oh, you can't do anymore?
I literally, I'm like, oh.
Here, this has been going.
Did you sit next to me?
No. But
I'm like, oh
Shay,
my god. Somebody was.
This is not a good spirit. Okay, you cap out. I'm gonna go under. It just said RAPE. Which one? I know you.
You know who?
You're making a mistake. Shay.
I rebuke you so hard. You will not come for me.
What's the matter, Shay?
I know who you are.
Guys, I don't like this.
No, tap out now.
Do you want me to take him
I know
out?
what this is. Tap out. No, tap out.
I don't like this.
Guys,
that went,
I have to
that
get.
went
I
purple
know
for
what
like a
this
minute
is. I
straight.
have to get off.
It's targeting her.
I know what this is.
I feel like I want to cry. I feel like I want to cry right now.
Guys, please can we get
All right, let's
out?
go. Let's go.
Yeah.
I know what's happening.
Hey, give me the camera.
I know exactly what this is. I'm scared of this.
Okay, let's go.
This is the story I didn't want to tell you.
Can you guys go?
Yeah. I'm going.
You have no permission to follow us. Do you hear me? You do not follow her. You do not fucking follow her. You do not touch her. You stay here. I'm not around. Guys, there's something insanely bad up here.
They wrapped up the investigation pretty quickly, but before heading out, Connor set up a camera to record for an hour. What it ended up capturing made his stomach turn. Everything they experienced during their 48 hours in the house only backed up the chilling rumors about the place being seriously haunted. Belina moved into a new apartment, only to be shocked by the ghostly activity she had to deal with. She called the real estate office where she bought the place to ask about it. When they answered, she was told that it was natural for things to move on their own and for her drinks to suddenly disappear. Apparently, the contract she signed had a clause that she agreed to live with ghosts, which she never even read. After that, she called up Mike, an investigator, to check out the situation. The ghosts weren't just moving things around, they were also drinking her soft drinks and shaking stuff like mirrors off the walls. Despite the creepy chaos, Mike kept his cool and didn't let fear take over.
Какие-то звуки. Вот сюда, я думаю, я его повешу. Вот здесь. Все вот его действия, да, были именно когда меня не было в квартире. Что были стуки в дверь. Что-то. Там нет никого. Что за херня? Никого нету. Это уже с кухни был звук. Что? Как? Что за херня? Хуйня. Блядь. Что здесь было опять? Он включил воду. Ответь на вопрос. Почему ты... В каком смысле? Да кто ты такой вообще? Вот, на ваших глазах. Кладу шоколадку. Сейчас там 2 дольки. Одну я взял и отложил. Ухожу на 1 минуту. Ай, блядь. Уже зашуршало. Сука. Блять. Он съел.
Next time, she's definitely reading the contract, assuming she ever makes it out of that place. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.